Welcome to Risk Watch. I'm Jonathan Ferguson. Last episode, we delved into how a fair lending regression analysis can help see beneath the surface of your data. If your regression analysis suggests any areas of concern, it may be time to do a deeper dive to see if those concerns do indeed have a legitimate explanation. The best way to do that is with a comparative file review. Here to explain the basics is data analyst Hailey Jensen of AdvisX. Hailey?
Thanks, Jonathan. The point of conducting a fair lending regression analysis is to determine whether or not there is an issue that goes beyond the regression. Remember, while a regression analysis isolates certain variables such as product type or loan amount, it is still an analysis of all an institution's data. A comparative file review, on the other hand, focuses in on specific loan pairs. These specific loan pairings have similar loan factors, such as credit score, loan amount, loan type, debt ratio, loan to value, etc. These pairings create an in-depth portrait of the fair lending landscape of the institution. Pairings that may be especially of interest in the comparative file review are those between minorities and non-minorities, where loan pricing or decisioning may not appear to be supported by the raw data. Consider this example of a comparison between a minority applicant and a non-minority applicant and the decisioning. Applicant A is a minority applicant and applicant B is a non-minority applicant. Both applied for the same loan product of similar amounts around the same time frame. Both had similar income, credit score, expense ratios, and loan-to-value ratios, so the data would expect that both borrowers would be treated the same. However, the minority applicant was declined and the non-minority applicant was approved. You can see why a deeper dive would be important with this matched pair, and the regression analysis can be used to help identify such pairs. Once such pairs are identified, an independent party reviews the files to see if there is documentation that provides justification in the decision or pricing of the loans. In this case, for example, the reviewer dived into the two loan files and found that for the minority borrower, there was documentation that said the applicant previously had employment at a large department store in a sales position from August 2012 to January 2015. Since then, the applicant has worked full-time with a cleaning service, yet was unable to verify this employment. Due to this, the applicant has employment gaps greater than 6 months in the last 2 years. This is then compared to the reasoning behind the approval of the non-minority borrower, which says the applicant has been employed at a home shopping network for 16 years. With this new information from comparative file review, the reasonings for the different outcome have support, and that support could be added to the fair lending report. If, on the other hand, both the minority and the non-minority applicants had similar gaps in their respective employment histories, this by itself may not be indicative of a fair lending problem, but then the institution may want to expand its matched pairs analysis to identify whether the treatment in this first matched pair was an aberration or whether there is a pattern of behavior that could be problematic. Decisioning is just one factor that could be looked at. Another is pricing. Another is controlling not just for minority and non-minority pairs, but for other prohibited bases such as gender or marital status. An institution that is proactive in conducting a regression analysis and a matched pair file analysis, and who documents its findings, is far ahead of the game when it comes time for a fair lending examination.
Thanks, Hailey. For more information about regression analysis or comparative file review, or to contact Hailey, please visit riskinbox.com/resources. I'm Jonathan Ferguson for Risk Watch. Thanks for watching.